In this video we're going to be teaching the stop button. So far we've gone through how to teach the go button and doing it in a way that is one where we're talking to the horse's mind and getting them soft and relaxed and working with us, so we're not forcing things and fighting against them. It all happens nice and smoothly. And now we're going to do the same with the stop. So you'll see me step with my right foot, slide my right hand up the rope, lift up towards the wither, put some energy towards that hind leg, and let him just gently roll around to a stop. So this is day 2 for me working with Merlin. I'm not too sure if he's had this exercise done before, but that's how we're going to go about it, regardless of whether it's their very first time or whether they've been doing it for a while. If it is their very first time, what you might do is just follow them around a little bit until they figure out what you're wanting. But most horses are going to kind of get the idea anyway, because we're working with them in what they naturally understand with pressure and release and energy and intention. So when you're doing this, thinking about what you want to see as well. Yes, you want to see that hind leg step up and under and them softly come around, but or you want to see them come to stop, but thinking about all of the little parts so that they're soft all the way through their body. You can see that inside ear on me as he hears me asking him the question. He breaks at the pole, through the neck, through the shoulder, nicely through the rib cage, and then steps right up and under with that inside hind leg. So in the beginning, you might notice that your horse is a bit bracy, they don't step up and under very well, they might get stuck on that inside shoulder and want to just plant that foot and kind of spin on it, or they might lean on the lead rope, push out through the outside shoulder and keep on kind of just walking around and not really hearing you at all. But the important thing is to just stick with it, stay with them, keep on asking until they find a place to stop. So here, just letting him have that downtime to chill out, and you would have heard me talk a little bit about that in our very first video, the go button. So this series is made to watch from start to finish, so work your way through them, because if you take them out of order, it's not really going to make too much sense. But what I'm doing here is breaking down each little part of our circle work and creating a conversation. Okay, so again, our go button, energy, intention, giving him the visual cue and releasing as soon as he goes. And gets a little bit distracted there, so I just pick up my energy a little bit, ask him a question to bring his focus back to me. Here you can see me going to ask him to come to a stop, but he doesn't really listen because he's focused on something else, so I just stay with him. So now let's watch that in real time without it slowed down. Asking for our nice go button. And you can see as he's out there, he's not super focused on me. He's kind of just going around. He's not too bad in the shape of his body. He's pretty nice and soft. He's not leaning on the lead rope. But he's not as good as it could be. And I know that as I create a relationship with him and we get more trust, then I will start to see him look a lot softer on that circle, a lot more focused with me as well. You can see when he steps out onto the circle, he's quite rigid in the way he steps. There's not a lot of suppleness and softness to that step with that leg as he goes out. And there you see as he steps up and under, he doesn't really bend nicely through his rib cage. He kind of does short, choppy steps with those hind legs. And that's just him protecting himself. He doesn't know me. I don't know him. So we've got to develop that rapport. And as we do that, as we get that conversation going, we'll start to see him really stepping up and under there nicely, because what he's doing is he's just doing what horses do, protecting himself. His main thought is survival, and so I have to respect that and work with him to gain his trust. There's our go button again. And then in this part you get a quick little idea of following them until they come to a stop.